Alright, this is my first hockey-based video ever. I thought I had to do it for the playoffs. I got everything, set up. It's going to be my bracket. We're making two brackets. We're going to be making... First bracket here, we're going to do what I think. Because I feel like that's what most people are here for. And I also want to say best for last with the second bracket we're going to do is what I want to happen. But first, what I think is going to happen. First matchup is going to be the Colorado Avalanche versus the Kings. Now, this isn't going to be a conversation. I mean, just look here. I think this just says enough, right? It's going to not be close. It's going to be the Colorado Avalanche. Going on to the second round. There's not much to talk about. Nathan MacKinnon's been quite a good player. Unethical goal scorer, but that's a conversation for a different day, maybe a little later. But Los Angeles Kings, I mean, they just barely snuck in. I think they're 20th in the league. Like, overtime merchants, like, what 23 regulation wins or 22 or something like that? Like, that's ridiculous, bro. How is that, like, how are you getting in the playoffs winning only 22 games? That is insanity. Colorado Avalanche, they fell off towards the end of the season. I mean, I know, like, towards the middle of the season, like, they had, like, 4 losses or 6 losses, which was just ridiculous. And they're obviously not as much as overtime merchants at all as the Kings. It's not really going to be close. Unlike the second matchup, Stars versus Minnesota, I mean, I honestly don't think it's going to be insanely close. But, I mean, Minnesota are good. I mean, and they have Krill the Thrill. They have Hughes. They have so much good offense. Their goaltending is fairly okay as well. Like, it's pretty good. I do think Dallas is going to have the edge on them, though. I just can't see Dallas losing. I do think it will go maybe like to 6 games, but Dallas has it in the bag. I'm fairly confident in this. I'm fairly confident in Vegas. I mean, I don't really know what there's to talk about. Utah is going to be their first time in the playoffs under Utah at least. They're a good team. Comparative to like the bottom of the league, like obviously they're not a great team, but they're here. The West is weak, so I guess that's all it takes to make the playoffs. But they're not going to hold their own against Vegas. I don't think it's going to be very close. I mean, Edmonton is low-key just going to slump Anaheim out. I mean, I have a feeling like Anaheim could put up a thing. Like, I'm going to go 5 games for this. Vegas isn't going to sweep them, right? Like, it's going to be 5. This, I said 6. This, low-key, Colorado's probably going to sweep them. I can't even lie. So this is my final for the West. I think this is pretty good, to be honest. I don't see, anything straying too far from here. No upsets, I guess. This could be an upset. Like, this would, like, I can see this. This is the most likely to happen. I don't think it's going to happen. I think the next likely is Anaheim beating Edmonton. I mean, it's just like, Edmonton's just a beast in the playoffs. Like, I don't know. Anyway, let's go on to the East. Buffalo versus Boston. Like, Buffalo is first in the Atlantic and Boston's only wild card, but like, Buffalo is not that much better than them. Like, I don't see it being crazily different. Like, Boston, realistically, it could be an upset. I mean, Buffalo hasn't been in the playoffs at all, like, in 9 million years, so like, they don't have a lot of experience, whereas Boston does. But Boston is really a one-man team, bro. Like, genuinely, other than Pasta, they don't have anyone good. And in playoffs, like, you're going to need more than one player. Like, I just think it's going to be Buffalo. Now, most exciting matchup to talk about, Tampa versus Montreal. Listen, I know I don't have any upsets so far. And I really don't actually think Montreal's going to win. I think they can, but I also don't think Tampa's going to win. I really see this going both ways. And I truly believe whoever wins this will make it to the conference final and maybe even Stanley Cup final. Because realistically, whoever wins this goes to the final, and we'll talk about it a little bit more with Carolina later on, but I don't see any other team beating whoever wins this. like Buffalo, like I said, like I don't know how they're first in the Atlantic. I think they just like got in this habit of winning and they just stuck with it near the end of the season. I don't actually think. I think they're a little bit fraud. Like they're not frauds, but like they're not this good. They're not that good. So that's why I could see an upset coming here or a second round with whoever wins this. I am only gonna pick Montreal because I want to hope. I truly don't. Like, I really see this going both ways, realistically, but my bias and my hope is just gonna say Montreal, but it's so much close. Like Kucherov is so good, right? But Canadians, they realistically they can do it. Like they have a good team, they have Cole Caulfield, the real #1 goal scorer, an ethical one. Nick Suzuki, 100-point player. They have good defense. They don't have good defense. They have good offensive production from the defense. They have all right goaltending. Like, they can do it. They can. Like, they really, really can. This is not even going to be close. This is going to be Carolina. This is another one that I can see going both ways. I think Pittsburgh, they just have a little bit more experience. They have some older players. They have Crosby. Like, I don't know. I think Pittsburgh's going to go. But I do think this would be maybe in 6 or 7 games. Like, let's say 6. I don't know. It could be 6 or 7. This is like 4 or 5. Honestly, I think they could sweep them. Like, it's possible. Like, Ottawa might get one. They probably will, but it's possible for a sweep. I don't know. I'll go 5 just to be safe. Same here. This is like a 6 or 7 game series. I think out of hope I'm going to go 7 so I can watch more of this. Like, this is going to be such a good series to watch. So is this. But I'm just going to hope for more of it and say 7. Buffalo versus Boston. This is one that's going to go 6 or 7 as well because, like, they're realistically, once again, I think this has the chance to be the biggest upset. You know, a wild card taking the first place Atlantic team down, but Buffalo just shouldn't be first in the Atlantic. They really shouldn't. I mean, the Atlantic was so close that realistically, any of these 3 could have been first in the Atlantic, and it's not even ridiculous. Even Boston could have been, like, second or third in the Atlantic. That's pushing it, but, like, the Atlantic was just so close that really seeing A1, that doesn't even mean anything. Like, these are all, like, this is A1A, this is A1B, this is A1C, realistically, right? But I'll go 6 games. I'll go 6 games for them. Okay, on to the second round. Here we go. Colorado versus Dallas. This is another one. Like, I can see Dallas winning. I'm going to give it to Colorado just because, I mean, come on, they're a wagon this year. Like, they're so good. I don't see anyone taking them down. If someone were to take them down, though, it would be Dallas. I don't think any other team on this board can beat them in a 7-game series except for Dallas. So just know that, like, if Dallas wins, I have them going all the way. Maybe losing to Carolina in the finals if they can get past Carolina's conference final curse, which we'll talk about a little later. But if there was a team to take down Colorado, it would be Dallas. I just don't see it happening. I think Colorado, they're gonna go, they're gonna make it, they're gonna just slump everyone out. Vegas, Edmonton, time for another upset. Pacific 2 team. I mean, they're just built for the playoffs and more. Vegas don't have the salary cap hacked to their advantage this year. And Vegas is getting a little old, if I'm not, like, mistaken. I'm pretty sure they have an oldish team. I mean, once again, like, Vegas could win, and I would be like, yeah, makes sense, I guess. But I just don't see it happening. I think Edmonton has that in the bag. But, yeah, I guess I'm just going to give it to Edmonton. They're just so good in the playoffs. They've made it to the final 2 years in a row. It's hard. I mean, you can say, but, like, with that being said, Florida won 2 years in a row. Not just made it to the final, they won 2 years in a row, and they didn't even make playoffs. So does that really matter? I don't know, but, like, it's just hard to, like, it's hard to doubt Connor McDavid and Draisaitl in the playoffs, you know? Buffalo, Montreal. Once again, like I said, whoever wins this goes to the final pretty much. So I'm taking Montreal. I wouldn't be surprised. It's the same as, like, this series. Like, if Buffalo wins, like, it's like, yeah, because, like, they could use the momentum from here and they'd be like, oh, we're actually good. We got this. And, like, I know the energy in Buffalo is going to be crazy. Not as crazy as Montreal, but it's going to be the first time having that. I wouldn't be surprised if they win. I just don't see it happening. I really think whoever wins this makes it to the finals. It's just I'm scared it's not going to be Montreal. I really am, but I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful. Anyway, for the Metro, I mean, Carolina, I don't see Pittsburgh being Carolina. Carolina is so good. They've made it to the conference final like 9 million years in a row. Like, they're going to do it again. Will they make it past it, though? I do not. Like, I don't know. Like, this is hard. Hard for me to say. We'll come back to that, though. First conference final in the West. Colorado, Edmonton. This is going to be such a good series. Well, this would be, if this happens, such a good series. It'd be so fun to watch. I don't see Edmonton beating Colorado, though, unfortunately. It's just not looking good for any team against Colorado. They're so good. And I know there's the President's Trophy curse and all that, but it's like, still, I don't know. Like, our curse is that real when a team is this good. Which brings me to the conference final curse for Carolina Hurricanes. I really and truly, like, I want to say Montreal so much, right? Because, like, I love Montreal. But, like, and also because of the Carolina Hurricanes conference final curse, like, they've never made it past there. Like, but they're gonna. I'm sorry. I know I said whoever wins this series makes it to the final, but I don't know. Like looking at like Carolina versus Montreal, Carolina is such a better team than Montreal. That's like they're gonna do it, right? Like they really are. But at the same time, like they can't do it. They're so bad in conference final. But I think maybe what is this the third year in a row? Or is this the fourth? If it's the third time's a charm. This is the fourth. I don't know what to say. I can't lie. It doesn't look right seeing them go past the conference final, but I think if they were to do it any year, they'd do it this year and then lose, force it to Colorado. Goals scored in the whole series. They're both, well, that's weird because Carolina's more defensive and Avs are more offensive, but they're so bad in the power play, which is where most, I don't know, I'd say like it would be kind of low scoring, but they play a lot of games like 24. Let's say 24. Low scoring, but a lot of games. That's not even ridiculous. Like, what's that per game? 24 divided by 7. Let's see. 24 divided by 7. Yeah, 3 a game. Like, that's what I'm thinking. 3.4 per game. Like, yeah. I don't know. I can see that happening. It would probably go 6 games though, realistically. I don't know. That's a good tiebreaker. That's what I'm gonna guess. This is my what I think bracket. Take a good look at it before we move on. Yeah. I'm feeling pretty good about that. Now, let's go to the what I want bracket. This is going to be, all logic is gone. This is just who I'm cheering for, who I want to win for whatever reason. Not necessarily, as you're going to see all the time, my favorite team out of the series, but just who I want to win. And there's a lot of reasons why I'd want someone to win. First round, who would I want to win against Colorado versus LA? I have a friend whose favorite team is Colorado, and I think if they lose to the Lakers first round, that's so embarrassing, and I'd be able to make fun of them, and it would be super funny. So I'm gonna go the Kings. I want the Kings to win. Out of those two, Dallas and Minnesota. Before the Olympics, I would probably click Minnesota. To be honest, I mean, I like Minnesota. They have really clean colors. Like, their team colors are super pretty to look at, so I really like them for that. And I liked Quinn Hughes before the Olympics. Curl the Thrill, I really like watching too. But after the Olympics, like, I kind of have to hate on Quinn Hughes, right? So, Dallas. And I like Dallas. I've liked them since a kid. I went and I got a little toy. I forget where I got this toy from. Maybe McDonald's, but it was a Dallas Stars toy. And I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. So ever since then, like, I've kind of rated Dallas, like, higher above most teams just because of that memory, I guess. Since then, I liked them. They're not a bad team either. I like Jason Robertson. Ottinger is top 3 goalies in my opinion. And if you know me, I love my goalies. Like, absolutely love them. We're going to talk about Lightning a bit later. But, like, there's Vasilevsky. Like, I don't know. I just love goalies. Here's signed puck from Nhl. Like, goalies are just, like, I don't know. They have a special place in my heart. So Ottinger being top three, like that series against Flames just really made me like them. Even though I'm glad obviously Flames won because I'm a Calgarian, but yeah. Out of these two, I mean I hate Vegas, right? So Utah just gotta move on. Edmonton's like my fourth. Like if I were to rank all 32 teams, Edmonton would probably be fourth. So I mean I just gotta pick. I love McDavid, bro. He's so fun to watch. How many games? I mean, it would be super funny if LA just swept Colorado, right? Dallas, this is gonna be a good season, a good series. So I'd watch 7 games, so I get to really watch it. Utah, I mean, I don't even care about like. Let's just sweep them so Vegas, so I can like punch every Vegas fan in the balls. This, I don't know, more, so I get to watch McDavid more, I guess. Okay. So this was a little confusing because obviously Boston's my second least favorite team ever. I hate them. So I would want them to lose, you'd think, right? And I like Buffalo. Like I think underdog story. I think I'm super happy they made the playoffs. I'm super excited to watch them play because they have an exciting young team. Although kind of hate Tage Thompson. Although I used to like him too. Like his goal scoring is super satisfying. Don't like him anymore. But Boston's worse, right? So if you really deep it, like I'd want an easier second round for when Montreal. I mean, I'm just gonna click that. I think we all know who I want to win in this series, right? But then it's like, who do I want Montreal to play, right? Well, I'd want them to play an easier opponent, being Boston. Plus, now Montreal gets to be the team to knock out Boston, send them home crying, sweep them. It's just more pride us getting to beat them. Although I'd want to see them lose, I'd rather see them lose to us, right? Plus, they're an easier matchup. So that's why I'm picking Boston, even though I hate them. That's the reason. And following the same logic, I'm going to say Ottawa because they're probably the weakest team. Or Flyers are probably weaker, right? I think the Flyers are probably weaker than Ottawa. But, like, they're one of the weakest teams in the East, right? So they're going to be... I'd want them to make it to the conference final so they can play against Montreal. So Montreal's an easier path to the final. That's kind of my thought process, right? Out of these two teams, I want Pittsburgh to win because Crosby. I mean, I want him to get good little thing. For this, I mean, I think this is gonna be really good hockey. So 7 games. Ottawa versus Carolina. I literally could not care less about how many games it goes. Like, this is boring hockey. So like, I wouldn't watch. I'm not gonna watch the series. Like, it's gonna be boring as shit. Montreal, I want to see as many Montreal games as I can, obviously, so I'll say 7. This, again, can care less about, like, let's generally just click a random button. Okay, second round, I mean, I'm just going to click this. I think we know where that's going, right? So I'll just click it. For the second round here, like I said, I used to like Dallas as a kid, so they're probably my favorite team. Watching Ottinger would be fun. They have some good players. Just Robertson's good. I don't even know who else is good, to be honest. They have so many good players. Anyway, here. Yeah, Oilers. I don't want Oilers to win. For sure. Like, I don't really care about Utah. I just hate Vegas. And then against these two teams. Oh, that's weird. Because it's like, I'm supposed to say Ottawa, right? Because, like, for an easier team. But I low-key want Crosby to, like, make a run, but... And yeah, I changed my mind. Let's do Crosby make a little run to the conference finals, but Pittsburgh is still an easy team for the Habs to get. So I think that's pretty fair. Yeah, why not? And then between Edmonton and Dallas, I had to go Edmonton just because Edmonton is like really. Can I say I hate that they use blue instead of red because like every matchup has like not contrasting colors but different colors except for this is blue versus blue and that just doesn't look pretty when you can literally use red. I don't know why you wouldn't use red. I guess because there's red in logo, but like I don't know, that's stupid, right? There's like I don't know, blue and there's mostly blue in this logo. That's blue. There's I guess it's half red and there's red in there. There's a lot of this color and that color's in the black in the back. Um, I don't know. There's other teams like that, right? Because like they should have low key Colorado even like that's mostly maroon. They use maroon. They could have used red in the back and it looked prettier. Anyway, that's such a random comment that does not matter. I think this would be the best, most entertaining final ever. Obviously, I want the Habs to win. And I want them to sweep them. How many goals? I mean, realistically, Habs are very offensively focused, and sort of the Oilers, so it'd be like way more. Like I'd probably like. Well, this is what I want. What do I want? I don't know. I want like 40 goals, bro. Like just a hell of a lot of goal scoring, lots of fun clips. Like that's what I want. I don't know. Um, yeah, why not? There you go. This is my what I want. So don't screenshot this out of context and be like, this guy's an absolute idiot, because this is not what I think is going to happen at all. This is just like this is like if I could have a dream scenario, this is the dream scenario. And now, I mean, I just want to talk about hockey, because I never get to talk about hockey. This is my first hockey video ever, so let's just talk a little more. What series am I going to actually watch, okay? Let's go through them. Probably not, because I don't know. Colorado's just going to stomp the Kings. It's not going to be entertaining. This, I might watch. Like, if I have some free time and I'm bored, I might, and this game's on, I'm going to turn it on. This, I couldn't care less about. This, I mean, I don't know. It's going to be cool, I guess, but I think Edmonton's low-key just going to slime them out. Here, I might watch just to watch the Bruins get absolutely demolished, because I love seeing them suffer. This, I'm obviously going to watch every game I can. This is going to be boring as shit. This is going to be really fun. This, I'm going to watch. Like, this is going to be the same as this, where it's like, if it's on, and I have free time, I'm not doing anything, and I'm bored, I'm going to turn that on, because it's going to be interesting. But I want to talk about second round, what I'd watch, because it's like, well, we don't know what's going to happen, right? So that's pretty much going to be what I'm going to be watching. And that's all I have to talk about. I'm going to record this and post it as soon as I'm done recording it. Which is kind of messing up my schedule, because, like, you know how I'm doing the delayed ones? This is going to be obviously not delayed, but I don't want to post this in, like, a month's time when we're already in the conference finals, right? So, like, I'm going to post this now, and that's low-key just going to do nothing but delay my other videos more. I still have so many videos I recorded, like, 2 months ago that are yet to come out. Sorry, but I'm sure you guys don't actually care. Anyway, first hockey video, probably the last until, I don't even know, maybe the start of the season I'll do something. I don't know. I just wanted to talk about hockey because I never do.